Good morning, children. Welcome back to Business Studies class. Second chapter, forms of business organization. Different forms of business organization we already discussed in the previous videos. Out of that, 5 forms of business organization. Cooperative society, there is a fourth one. First one is sole proprietorship business. Second one is joint in the family business. Third one, partnership. Fourth one, cooperative societies. And fifth one, joint stock company. Now we are in this topic, that is corporate society. Fourth one, corporate society is the features, there is meaning, features, merits, limitations. Already we discussed in the previous videos. So today's topic is types of cooperative societies. What are the different types of cooperative societies? So first one, there is here 6 types of cooperative societies are mentioned. First one, consumers cooperative societies, producers cooperative societies, marketing cooperative societies, farmers cooperative society, credit cooperative societies, cooperative housing societies. These are the different 6 cooperative societies: consumers, producers, marketing, farmers, credit, cooperative housing society. So these are the different 6 types of cooperative societies. First one we can discuss, that is consumers cooperative society. Consumers cooperative society, why it is formed? That's the first one. So these are different types of cooperative societies. This classification on the basis of their operations. That's why it is classified. There is 6 classification on the basis of their operation. So first one is consumer cooperative society. This type of cooperative is formed, that is only the main purpose is to protect the interest of consumers. Protect the interest of consumer. That is the aim of a consumers cooperative society. How they are protecting the interest of these consumers? Okay, that is their ultimate aim is to provide good quality of products at a reasonable price. That is the main aim of this consumer cooperative society. What is that? That is main aim of this consumer cooperative society is to provide good quality of products to the consumers at a reasonable price. Okay. So how they can sell these goods at a reasonable price? That is through, first one, they are in the previous classes also we discussed this point. Cooperative society's main aim is to eliminate the middleman. So through avoiding this middleman or minimizing this middleman, as well as so that's the point. This is for reducing this cost, that is through minimizing the role of middleman, as well as one more point is there, bulk quantity they are purchasing from the wholesaler. So when we are purchasing bulk quantity from the wholesaler, definitely we will get products at less price, isn't it? So that's the main thing. So 2 bases they can reduce the cost. One is to eliminate the middleman, as well as they can purchase the bulk quantity from wholesaler. Then it is sold to this consumers. That means consumers are also the members of that society. That is the main point. So that's why the society is called consumer cooperative society. The members of that cooperative society itself are consumers only. So this society main business is they are purchasing bulk quantity from the wholesaler and selling to this consumer. That consumer itself for the members. So welfare of the members is the main thing, though interest in the product of that consumers. So they will get the reasonable, they will get the good quality of product at a reasonable price. Okay. So if from this sale, if any profit if they earn, this consumer cooperative society. Second one is producers cooperative society. Producers cooperative society, that is main aim of this type of society, that is the main aim of a form of this producers cooperative society is provide or to protect the interest of the small producers. That is the main aim of a producers cooperative society. So these producers cooperative societies are formed with an aim to protect the interest of the small producers. Small producers are there, small farmers are there. So they are actually facing the problem of selling their products. In the other cases, there is a big producers or there is other big farmers or like this, there no problem is there. So they can sell these goods at a bulk quantity. But in the case of this small producers cases, they are facing the problem of this marketing one. In such cases, this producers cooperative society helping these small producers by providing this equipment, then other input or materials. These items they are providing to the small producers. Okay, then they will produce. Actually, they are facing the problem of finance. So they can't purchase these raw materials. They can't purchase the equipment, high equipment machines, tractor, these things. They can't purchase at a time. In such cases, this producers cooperative societies providing this type of equipment. There is a machines or there is a tractor, whatever it is required. So they will provide to these small producers at a cheaper rate. Sometimes rent based they can be taken. So cheaper rate they can provide to the small producers. So what items they are providing to these small producers? They are providing this cooperative societies are providing raw materials, what they require. Sometimes fertilizers or this other equipment or any other input what is required for producing that items. This cooperative society provide giving to these small producers. Then they will produce that item. Then output is that is the finished products they are selling to these members itself. So then buyers also in that same members of that society. Then producers are there. So to that basis, the output may be sold to its members. So then sold by the members itself. In such cases, if any profit they earn, this profit also they are distributing to the members. Producers are the members, so they are distributing to the members on the basis of what they produce. So sometimes any one person who produces more than the other, then he will get a more share of profit. That's only according to the product what they produce, the quantity of production. On that basis, they will get a share of profit. So that is the ultimate aim, the main aim of this producers cooperative society is to protect the interest of small producers. So in such ways, so they get competitive with the big producers. So the bargaining is they can compete with the big producers. That is the ultimate aim. So next one is marketing cooperative societies. Third one is marketing cooperative societies. Marketing cooperative society. This is marketing cooperative society. Why this is formed? What is the purpose of this marketing cooperative society? So before that, the second one, that is the producers cooperative society. We already discussed. Producers cooperative society is the main aim is to help the small producers to produce that product. That's why they are providing equipment, raw materials, finance, whatever they require, they are providing. But here, marketing cooperative society, this is the another type of this cooperative society. In this, the main purpose or the main reason for establishing this type of cooperative society is to help the small producers for selling their product. That is the point here. Helping for this product, producing that product. In this society, it is helping the small producers for selling their product. They are facing the problem in the marketing cases. Such cases, they are giving the opportunity for selling their product. They help for selling their product. So then how they are helping to these small producers? That is, they are providing the facilities. That is, packing cases, after production cases, then they will provide the packing facility or packing, how to pack items. So this they will help. Say at the same time, warehousing facilities they give. What is the meaning of warehousing? Warehousing means storing facilities. So there is storage, there is warehousing facility they give. At the same time, transportation they will provide. So in such a way, then they will help the small producers price. So then how they can sell these items at a good price? So they are avoiding this middleman. So whatever they are charging that middleman, that definitely that also will get to the small producers. So then they will get the good price for their product. So otherwise the middleman will earn this more profit. So in such cases they will avoid this middleman, and whatever the price definitely will full amount they will get. Who will get? These producers will get. At such point of view, this marketing cooperative society will help to the small producers for selling their products. And whatever the profit they earn, that is distributing to the members. Who are the members? That producers, small producers are the members of that society. So what they contributed, so on that basis they will get the profit. Okay, so share of profit they will get. So that is the farmers cooperative society. So this is a consumer cooperative society, producers, that is marketing cooperative society. So consumer cooperative society, producers cooperative society, marketing cooperative society. Next one is farmers cooperative societies. This is farmers cooperative society. Fourth one is the farmers cooperative society. In this farmers cooperative society, then who are the members of the society? This type of society, who are the members? Farmers. Farmers are the members of that society. Then what is the main purpose of this one? Then definitely the main purpose of forming this type of society is to help the farmers. How they can help? So providing this depending good items like good quality of seeds, fertilizers, machines, other equipments. So and these are the items they can provide at a reasonable price. Then reasonable price to the farmers. That is the one side. Another side is this society will help the farmers for increasing the productivity. That is a large scale farming. That is help the farmers for increasing the productivity. So expand their production. That is through larger scale production they will help. So they will help to increase their productivity. That is the main aim of this farmers cooperative society. So then whatever the profit there is, there is the ultimate aim is to help the farmers to increase the productivity. And how they can increase the productivity? Large scale farming is possible with the help of the society, and they are providing the inputs to the farmers at a reasonable price. What are the inputs? Seeds, fertilizers, this equipment they are providing at the reasonable price. This is the farmers cooperative society, isn't it? So next one is credit cooperative societies. This credit cooperative society's main aim for establishing this society is to provide the financial assistance to their members. How they can provide the financial assistance to members? So if any members are facing problem for arranging any credits or loan or arrangement, is they are facing any problem, in such a situation this credit cooperative society will help the members. That means how? That is they are providing loan at a lower rates to the members. So then what is the main aim of this cooperative, this type of credit cooperative society? That is helping the members from exploitation of that money lenders. So many money lenders are there. So these money lenders are charging very high rate of interest. So avoiding this thing, so this credit cooperative society, they are providing the credit or loans to their members at a reasonable rate or very less rate of interest. They are providing loan to their members. Then how they can, what is the operation of this type of business of this cooperative society? That is how they are operating. Means they are collecting capital from their members. Isn't it? So they collecting capital from these members. Then this same fund they are distributing to the these other members, those who need this money as a loan basis, who need this loan. So this capital, they collected capital from the members, they are giving to the needed people at a less rate of interest. So one side members will get a loan at a reasonable rate. Okay, so that is the ultimate aim of that. Ultimate aim is to protect these members from exploitation of the money lenders. They are charging very high rate of interest. So this is the credit cooperative society. Next one is cooperative housing societies. So what is the purpose of this cooperative housing societies? So this cooperative housing societies is established to provide house to its members at a reasonable price. That is construct the house. That is the main thing. So these cooperative housing societies, that is established to provide the constructing house, means construct a house for its members. That's the point. Construct a house for its members at a reasonable price or at a reasonable cost basis. They will construct a house for its members. Then how they are constructing? Then first of all they are collecting the fund or pool the funds from these different members. Then with the help of this fund they are purchasing any residential land. In that land they are constructing this society itself, sometimes constructing houses at the same type of houses they are constructing. Then these houses they are distributing to these members. Then otherwise they are constructing, so before constructing this house they, with the help of that capital they are purchasing the residential land and plot of land. They are divide plot of land that is distributing to its members. Then they can construct their house at their own choice. So either of this will happen. So sometimes this society first they are with the help of that capital they are purchasing the residential land. In that residential land they are constructing house for its members. Then after constructing they are distributing to its members. Each house they are giving to these members. Otherwise they are giving this residential land to the plot of land to these members for constructing their own, which they can construct their house. So that is the main aim. So in such cases, but another advantage is members need not to give full amount or lump sum amount at a time. They can give installment basis money they can give to this society. That is another advantages of this cooperative housing society. This is a construction of a house. Construction of a house, its members is the ultimate aim of this cooperative housing society's aim. Okay, so these are the different types of cooperative societies. First one is consumers cooperative society, producers cooperative society, marketing cooperative societies, farmers cooperative societies, credit cooperative societies, cooperative housing societies. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.